Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up.
Hello friends, and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video. In this video, I'll be showcasing the updated versions and teams of the DMC event and how to get the highest scores. As you see, I scored the highest score again, and with the updated teams, I tweaked a little bit, changed a little bit, and I had some questions that I will answer right now. It's about the gears and how I can maximize the damage with the gears. So what are the teams that I used here? I'll show you and I'll explain everything to you. So first team, I didn't change anything, and people were asking me like, and we tested this, and I tested it on my account. The previous highest score that I did, I used Dalsim, and it worked fine. I removed Virgil and I used Dalsim. It was working perfectly. I got almost the same score, but this is I'm more comfortable with because I pulled Virgil and I can maximize the damage as much as I can with my Fashion Blanca. So the rotation is Fashion Blanca, Virgil, Fashion Blanca, then Bison. They fixed the error. You can use the C1 of Virgil again, and they compensate us with 600 diamonds. So I'm not gonna go through the buffs. You can, any one of you can use the buff. You check the buffs according to your team and use the ones that you can possibly use to maximize the damage. If you're using Flame Chun-Li, of course, I would replace either Eva Ryu or Virgil if you don't have Virgil. And same goes for Dalsim. I would put the restriction of the female of Flame Chun-Li. I would remove it, or the agility if I'm using Dalsim. That's for the first team. The second team, this is what I changed. I removed Gormagala Ken, and I used Zangief. And Zangief mitigate the damage for the team with 25%, or maybe a little more if you're using the taunt. He helps me a lot. My whole team kept surviving till the end, and this is how I acquired the best result. It was the highest damage dealing team. And as we said, Viper, I didn't play her 3R6. Her 3R6 will remove the energy armor that she gains, which is buffs her damage to save somebody from dying or give them shield. I don't want that actually. I don't mind anybody dying. At least I can deal damage, and this is how I use it. First rotation is different from the other rotations. The other rotations that I continue with it forward are the same. So I start with Guile, Street Poison, Viper, then Guile. Then I change the whole rotation and continue as follow: Viper, Street Poison, Peace Zangief, normal Zangief, then Guile. And I continue the rotation as follows. It gives me the highest results. And if you want to see, this is the highest result I got with Fashion Blanca team. This is the highest result that I came with Guile team. I can do better. I whiffed one. I will retry later, but because of time and work, I couldn't do as much as this was 3 attempts actually to the boss. I will try to break the 1.5 million billion if I can, and I'll update it for you guys. So my third team. Let me talk about the assist fighters. I'm using Fei Long assist on Bison. Bison doesn't die, so it stays there. And on Fashion Blanca, I use Dalsim. You can use Akuma if you build Akuma, and he will work fine also as well. And here I'm using anything with high stats on my Guile and on my Viper. And I used Guy and I used Beast Zangief. You can use anybody else if you're not running Cammy on your third team, or Chun-Li. You can use Chun-Li and Cammy. It works also. But because I'm using Chun-Li and Cammy on my third team, and if you're free to play, this is completely possible for you. You can do it, and you can achieve the same results even if your units are not as built as that. You can achieve the highest results with this. So I put Gormagala Ken here. I removed Abel and put him in an assist position for Cammy, for her to survive with his shields. Actually, only I needed the buffs, and I'm using T-Hawk because he's the only blue or wind unit that I have to continue the 4 faction buff for my team, for them to gain more damage, more attack, and more HP from it. And I changed Athlete Chun-Li. Her mitigation is good. Is so good, and her buff is good, but the problem is she's dying really fast. And Summer Yang, he's built for me, and they fixed his passive, so he buffs my team with attack. and he gives them effect accuracy, so Cammy can land. This is the most important thing for me. Cammy can land armor break consistently on Jury when I hit Jury. So this is what you need to pay attention. Try to hit Jury, time it to hit Jury, not Viper, because Jury is in the front. So I go with Cammy, Summer Yang, Chun-Li, then Cammy, and I wait for the follow-up attack. Try to wait for it. I whiffed one combo here because Cammy took too long to hit the to finish her combo. But anyway, with more retries, we can do better. And this is how it went. These are the three main teams that I'm using. Of course, you can do tweaks, you can change everything that you want. You can put Rose instead of Chun-Li, but Chun-Li, when she attacks and crits, she gives me combo meter, and this is what I want to spam. And if you want to check how much the Cammy does, she deals more. There's one fight that I did less on every other team, and I did 400 million with Cammy. So yeah, I can break the 1.5 billion, probably 2 billion. I can do it by today, at night maybe, when I buff everything to 10 on my models. And these are my models. I'm close to make this one 10, and I will start working on the other one. So I have them all 10. I have them to a point that is crazy good, and then I will work one by one for everything. As you see here, agility, so it benefits my Fashion Blanca, it benefits my Chun-Li, and it gives them it gives more crit and crit damage. This one, it benefits Viper, it benefits Guile the most, and it gives me high numbers and high amounts. This one, I took it because it has so much speed. It buffs my Bison, but the thing for it, I wanted the crit damage, the damage bonus, and the speed, because this one also benefit by passive for speed, and gives me more crit, more true damage when I not this one, this one gives me more crit damage for every speed point that I have for Fashion Blanca. So I'm using this for Fashion Blanca, and I'm using this because I have 3 fighters that are wind on my lineups, which is Chun-Li, Cammy, and Guile, and they benefit all of them from the armor break. And this is why Chun-Li is dealing so much damage with her C2 only, because of this buff. This was for my lineups, and now I'm gonna tell you how to fix the gear stuff. So if you finish the first fight with your teams, let's say you're on your 3rd team, you don't have gear for Chun-Li, so you can go back to Chun-Li, go back to the screen here. This will not take you out of the fight. You go to Fashion Blanca, remove all of his gears, and add his gears, all of them, to Chun-Li if you don't have her gears built. And you can change the fighting spirit, you can change the resonance, and go back with the arrow, not the home button, the arrow. Go back to your fight and continue fighting, and this is how you maximize your damage. You can do this to any character in any lineup. So I use this on my Zangief. I put his Mad Ryu's gear on him, so I go like this, I remove all of this gear, I go to my Mad Ryu, he have a better gear for the Thunder faction, I put them on Zangief, and voila, I have a tanky Zangief that won't die easily. And this is how you go about it, and you get high scores. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. If you didn't, I thank you for watching, and as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fight.